So something's going on with Kanye West. He seems to have issued an apology for his anti-Semitic remarks. Not only that, but it appears he's changed his name back from Ye to Kanye West. So I thought I'd cover this. Let's just get into the video. Oh, and by the way, before we do, subscribe to the channel, like the video. That would definitely help me grow the channel. But yeah, let's just get into it.
Is Kanye West turning over a new leaf? That is the big question after he took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal and presented an open letter called "To Those I've Hurt." By the way, there are reports that a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal costs somewhere between $200,000 to $250,000.
What are we doing wrong?
I thought the newspaper business was going out. But in this letter, he is addressing a lot of the controversial things, not all of them, but many of them that he has said, as he puts it, over the last 10 years. And he's going back to the car accident he had, I guess, about 25 years ago now. So in the letter, he says, 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. It does not excuse what I did, though. I'm not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people.
Okay, so...
Now, he says, by the way, that frontal damage was undiagnosed for a long time.
Well, we should say that I believe it was around 2015, Kanye was put on an involuntary psychiatric hold. He was diagnosed with,
at that point,
with bipolar disorder. So I'm not sure how that plays into the car accident, but...
So that's TMZ talking about Kanye West. Again, he's issued an apology. He's done a huge, is it Wall Street Journal or something? But he's issued an apology, right? There's a huge story on it. And everyone's talking about it now. So I thought I'd cover it because, I mean, I know that he's got an album dropping on the 30th of January called Bully, right? So is this a PR stunt? Is this just to get, you know, people talking about his album? That's what I wonder. I don't listen to Kanye West or anything like that, right? But you know, I trade crypto, and people are talking about this. I actually bought a token called Bully, which is related to his album that's going to be dropping on the 30th. So I guess this is why it's come across my timeline, right? But I saw this earlier on today as well. So coincidence or not, but it says that Ye has changed his name back to Kanye West. So obviously his original name is Kanye West. He changed his name to Ye, or to Yeezy, and then to Ye, and now it's back to Kanye West. So I'm not sure what's going on with this guy. But obviously, going back to the TMZ video, right, he's saying that, you know, he had an accident 20 years ago which caused damage to his frontal lobe, and, you know, it caused him to have these mental health problems and so on. But obviously there's a lot of other stuff that's happened in between that as well. He converted to Christianity. Me being a Christian, well, I take my religion very seriously. I'm a born-again believer in Christ, right? But, yeah, Kanye West kind of went into a Christian era, or at least he said that he was Christian, right? He started a church, or I don't know if he started a church, but he was doing lots of gospel rap and so on, right? And then he went back to just being demonic, just doing some crazy stuff on the internet. I wonder if I can find something. But yeah, he went back to being demonic. No, before that, actually, he was talking about, you know, his mom was sacrificed and all these sorts of stuff. Like, many of you that have clicked on this video, you would know all of this stuff anyway, to be honest, right? So I'm not telling you anything new, but I'm just curious, is he going to blame all of this on, you know, this car accident, right? Because obviously with the whole anti-Semitic remarks that he's made about Judaism or Jews, right? It did make some sense, some of the things that he was saying about, or it at least gave us some perspective on why he was doing the things that he was doing. Because, you know, he was in these record label contracts with Jewish people, Jewish moguls, and a lot of the Jewish people are running things, and that they own all the companies that are kind of controlling his, I don't know, his career or whatever, right? And he felt hard done by, and you know, he was venting, uh, DEFCON and all that sort of stuff, right? Going on Piers Morgan with his, you know, anti-Semitic views, all that sort of stuff, getting a lot of attention, a lot of traction, and some people thought it was just rage baiting, to you know, keep himself in the algorithm, right? Because, you know, I don't know, but anyway, now he's coming out and he's apologizing and he's saying, you know, he had an accident and he's deeply apologetic, right? But I just think it's strange that he's doing all of this, right, when he's got literally an album dropping in a couple of days, right? Let's look for it. Kanye West Bully album release date. I'm sure it's the 30th of January. Go to all. Yeah, so he's got this album dropping on the 30th of January, literally in a couple of days. So obviously we know that he's quite a marketing genius. A lot of this stuff that he does for marketing purposes to sell records, right? So isn't it strange that he's got an album dropping on the 30th, which is literally in 3 days, right? 3 days at the time of recording this video. And now we're seeing a massive story. You know, this is being covered by TMZ. It's been covered everywhere. Or, well, not everywhere, but, you know, there's a bunch of stories about Kanye West and his apology for his anti-Semitic this and that, right? This is literally just dropped, so this is like 5 hours ago. This is fresh news. Yeah, don't you find that strange? I mean, I'm not. I mean, hey, listen, I'm just putting that out there, right? Isn't it strange that he's got an album dropping in a couple of days, and now we're seeing all these headlines? Is this just marketing, or is he genuinely sorry for anti-Semitic remarks? Sorry, that's what I wonder. That's what I'm wondering. Kanye West has always been a bit of a controversial figure. He's done so many things over so many years, but, you know, he managed to rub himself out a little bit by doing this whole, you know, anti-Semitic remarks. And not only that, he made that song that I've never listened to called H. You know which song I'm talking about, right? Don't want to mention it because I don't know what the YouTube algorithm is saying about that. But Andrew Tate, Sneeko, Nick Fuentes, and all them guys constantly recently just came under fire for talking about, for dancing or playing that song in a club in Miami recently. Sneeko, influencer, has been banned from Miami altogether for dancing to that song. And we know that Sneeko recently was on Piers Morgan. Not recently, but, you know, a little while back last year. He was on Piers Morgan with Kanye West. He brokered the interview between Piers Morgan and Kanye West. Strangely enough. So, you know, we know that he supports Kanye West. People say he was doing a bit of clout chasing. He was around Kanye, right? But lo and behold, he's dancing to HH in the club, ends up getting himself banned from the whole of Miami. A few days later, we have Kanye West apologizing for all of that, right? And possibly coming out and condemning the song, I would assume at this point, right? What's he gonna do about the song? Is this song gonna be on the album, the Bully album, which I will never listen to anyway, because I don't listen to that type of music. Because I'm a Christian, I don't listen to that type of music anyway, right? But yeah, very interesting, guys. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this just a publicity stunt? Another one of many publicity stunts. What kind of songs are they going to be on the album? You know, is this something that he's planned? It looks like it to me. My opinion. It's just my opinion, right? It's just my opinion, but that's what it looks like. I wonder if there's a playlist. What tracks are on the Bully album? track list. Is the HH song gonna be on this Bullet album? I wonder. Because it's got a lot of, obviously you got the propagandas there, right? If we go back, you've got the propaganda which is linked to the Wikipedia and so on. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see. And no doubt, people are going to run out and buy his album. Again, I've been holding this token, Bully, right? This is basically related to the Kanye West. This is related to his album release, okay? So it's just basically trading the narrative, right? But yeah, interesting. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that quickly because everyone seems to be talking about it right now. I'm one of the first. I'm early because I'm up at all hours at night. It's 3:37 a.m. when I should be asleep. I'm up, and I thought, as you can see, I'm a mess, right? But I thought, let me quickly, set up the thing and get a video out, and yeah. But anyway, that's all I've got for you in this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.